When humans try to dominate nature and fail, is the lesson humility, or do we just wait until we have bigger weapons? Australia once declared war and lost to birds. In 1932, Australia had a problem. Not a political crisis, not an invading army. Birds. Thousands of emus were migrating across Western Australia, trampling crops, breaking fences, and destroying livelihoods. Farmers, many of them war veterans, were desperate. So they asked the government for help, and the government responded with the military. Soldiers were deployed, machine guns were issued. A campaign was planned. This wasn't a joke. It was officially sanctioned. The plan was simple: track the emus, ambush them, and reduce their numbers. But almost immediately things went wrong. The emus didn't behave like animals humans were used to controlling. They didn't cluster neatly. They didn't panic predictably. Instead, they adapted. When gunfire started, the birds scattered into small, fast-moving groups. They ran in zigzags, they outran vehicles. They vanished into scrubland where heavy weapons were useless. One ambush involved over 1,000 emus. The gun jammed. By the time it was fixed, the emus were gone. In another engagement, soldiers fired hundreds of rounds, killing only a handful of birds. One officer later reported that the emus seemed almost strategic, not intelligent in a human sense, but resilient, alert, and impossible to corner. After weeks of effort, the numbers spoke for themselves. Thousands of rounds fired, minimal impact, growing embarrassment. The press began mocking the operation. Politicians quietly backed away, and the military withdrew. The war ended without victory. No treaty, no celebration, just an unspoken admission of defeat. The emus remained. Farming practices were changed instead. Stronger fences, new methods, adaptation. And here's the part that lingers. Humans brought weapons designed for war. The emus brought instinct, and instinct won. This wasn't really a war against birds. It was a moment where humanity learned, briefly, that nature doesn't always yield to force. Sometimes it waits, sometimes it outlasts, sometimes it wins.